Good morning. 8 months ago when we began these videos, we had no idea that we would still be in the midst of the coronavirus crisis. And there's a bit of anxiety, maybe even more anxiety here in November as we think about different things. People are very afraid, whether it's on the political scene, the medical front, or thinking about what's ahead for our future. This is not uncommon. Throughout history, people have been afraid. Fear presents an opportunity for us, a turning point. Either we go toward Jesus, who is our Savior, or we go away from Jesus. Jesus was teaching by the Sea of Galilee. He was teaching, and crowds were so thick around that he got into a boat in the shallow water and began teaching them. And he taught them in parables. The disciples were in the boat with him. And as the evening approached, Jesus said to them, "Let's go to the other side." So they would have to go out in the deep water. So there's a transition from the shallow water by the shore to the deep water alone with Jesus. Jesus made himself comfortable. In fact, he went to sleep. And the story picks up from there in Mark chapter 4. Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." School was still in session while Jesus slept on the pillow. The disciples were needing to learn the lessons that Jesus had taught verbally along the shore. They needed to learn it. It was true out in the deep water. And we need to learn it's true too. Not just when we're surrounded by plenty and all kinds of material blessings, but when we're really in need, we need to find out that Jesus is there, and that's really all we need. He will provide for us in every way, and we are safe and secure as long as we are with him. So friends, we don't need to be in a panic like the disciples were. They knew the Sea of Galilee. It was their fishing ground. It was their friend. It was their livelihood. But they were afraid. But then they looked at Jesus, and they saw him, and in a way that they had never seen before. Who is this? Even the wind and the waves are obeying him. But were they? How about us? We can obey by believing Jesus. There's the great blessing. We can believe in Jesus in all kinds of circumstances, in every place, even in the dangerous places, especially in the dangerous places. And we can find out that he is our perfect Savior. And then his grace can come to you and comfort you. And we might have the proper understanding of who he is as truly providing everything we need out in the deep water. He will take care of you. Trust in him.